Wild Thing 100. Yeah, there's about 5, 6 boats stacked up here, but look at top of screen. Fight's on now. Law Connect and Master Lock Comanche. 50 seconds to go, and the starting gun to be fired by Simon Kurtz, whose father, Peter Kurtz, won this race 50 years ago on Love and War, and also in 1978, and this boat has won in 2006 as well, a 3-time winner. But here we go, let's concentrate now on the front line. Law Connect and Master Lock Comanche engaging.
And those little boats getting in the way up front for the two 100-footers.
Yeah, they've got to thread the needle a little bit here. Law Connect looks strong. She can try to drive over the top of Master Lock Comanche here. And then in front of them, there's Willow to windward. 15 seconds to go. They're looking well back from the line. So it's going to be certainly a clean start on the first line. There's Simon Kurtz in the white shirt. 6 seconds to go.
Blast off. Full speed ahead in the 79th Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race, the 79th edition.
Beautiful conditions, 18 to 20 knot, north-northeasterly breeze, and it's Law Connect that's got the jump on Master Lock Comanche. You can see the top of the screen. Master Lock Comanche will have to tack out of there shortly. They're getting into the zone of no-go with all the spectator craft. They're coming out of the exclusion zone. There's Willow tacked first. She's going to have trouble here with Wild Thing 100. Willow, watch out. Wild Thing's trying to put the bow up. Wild Thing has all the rights. No, Willow's across. Nice start from Sam Haynes on Willow.
That little Zeus appears to have had an outstanding start as well, at the pin end.
Bright blue boat, but they'll tack in tandem here, I think. Here's Trouble and Strife, one of the smaller boats. She got a good start on one of the second or third line. Here's the action on Law Connect. Okay, here's game on here. Law Connect has Master Lock Comanche on her hip. She can dictate terms here, Law Connect. I think that might be Caro between them, Gordon.
Yes, it looks like Caro.
Yeah, Wild Thing
matching
100.
it with the 100-footers.
URM, you can see her clearly on her sail. And then top of screen was Zeus.
Well, that was a stunning beginning by Zeus.
Yeah, and Caro. Caro got a terrific start.
Well.
She'll get a bit blanketed now by these bigger boats as they gain pace. Getting out near the Western Channel pile on the harbour. You can see Master Lock Comanche just dropping into the gas of Law Connect. There's the Western Channel pile. George's Head, for those that know the harbour. Wild Thing 100 just tacking on port. Both of the boats bailing out now, getting across into the middle of the harbour. Here's a close cross between Zeus and Alive. So Zeus had to get out of there because Alive had right of way. And here's Willow. They've got tiny, small jibs on. And Celestial with the Willow insignia.
Celestial B70,
yep.
Sam Haynes, and they've had a fantastic start, haven't they? And remember, there are 9 members of the winning Celestial crew on board, so they're vying for the lead here with Law Connect. And you've got to say that Master Lock Comanche was locked away by those smaller boats. Caro and also Zeus failed to give her the clear thread of the needle at the start.
Okay, most boats, I said earlier, are on small jibs because of the fresh conditions. Master Lock Comanche is just tacked, as has Law Connect. Tony Mutter will be put a close clamp on the boys on Master Lock Comanche. And as we saw last year, you can't take anything for granted here. Every second is vital because they won by just 51 seconds last time, so they'll be trying to gain any advantage they can in the harbour without taking risks. Here's a close cross. Willow
with right of way.
Willow definitely with right of way with Wild Thing 100. Oh, Warrow on Wild Thing 100. Left the tack pretty late, but that's clear. He's okay. Caro left of screen doing very well as expected with this world-class crew on board. Oh, Wild Thing. They've got to get the keel across, canted across, mainsail off, almost capsizing. They left that tack very late. They didn't get very well set up for it. As you can see, the result of that is a very untidy tack. They're in the middle of the harbour, somewhat just to the south of the Sow and Pigs Reef. You can still see she's very unsettled. She's got to get that swinging keel across. Meanwhile, Celestial V70 has cleared away.
Peter, we saw the same thing last year with Scallywag and Andrew Comanche. Scallywag tacked too close and had to do 2 penalty turns before hitting Bondi. But no protest here. It was clear.
Yes, remembering if you do infringe in the harbour, you can absolve yourself by doing that those penalty turns before you get south of Bondi. So it gives you some relief if there is an incident in the harbour. But at the moment, it is Law Connect that leads from Master Lock Comanche, and then Celestial V70 will be third.
And Lisa, what happened there to Wild Thing?
It looks really strange because from where I was sitting, it did look like they actually didn't see them. It was a really late scramble to be able to get out of the way of Celestial. What's interesting down here now is that URM is the only boat that's really coming on the eastern side of the channel. So it'd be interesting to see if they make any gains. But I was speaking to Tony Mutter when I was on Law Connect before the race saying, what's the strategy, what's the tactics? And he said an old school match race between them and Master Lock Comanche. And that's exactly what they're seeing. We're seeing out here, they're not giving them any room. Right now they're giving them a little bit of breathing room, but it's a really nice battle out here on the harbour from the front of the fleet all the way to the back.
Olympic silver medalist Lisa Darmanin, yes, and you've got to say Law Connect, Tony Mutter and Chris Nicholson, they've got the wood on Comanche again here after that start.
I'm sure on URM have gone down the eastern shore, getting the tactics from Grant Simmer, the winning America's Cup navigator way back in '83. But it is Law Connect that's holding all the aces at the moment, and last year she led them out the harbour as well.
And the year before.
It looks as though she's going to do the same thing again. As Christian Beck says, that always gives him a great thrill, but it'll be a bigger thrill if he can get line honours in Hobart. And Gordon, we might mention they're on, the forecast is that they could be well on record pace, which means the record is 1 day, 9 hours and 15 minutes. So they've got to be in Hobart at 10:15 tomorrow night. It's a strong possibility.
Yeah, speaking to Lindsay May this morning, who did his 50th consecutive Hobart race last year. He was on the Jackson, the spectator boat. He said these boats could do 600 miles in the first 20 hours, these 100-footers. But they've got to hold it all together too, Peter, because of those fast downwind conditions and keeping the boat safe, even pulling off a bit of speed.
Look at some of the smaller boats now, but there's Law Connect. She's probably tacked close to the ley line for the turning mark. She's on, or maybe they're a bit under the ley line, I think, but she's got a nice grip on Master Lock Comanche at the moment. She can control this race till the first turning mark, and then sprung sheets out to the furthest eastern turning mark, and then heading south for Hobart. But Celestial V70 in good shape, and there's a couple of the smaller boats. 1, 2, 4, 5. There is White Noise.
Daniel Edwards from the Sandringham Yacht Club in Victoria.
An F40,
41-footer.
F45 is Cyrene. That's Nielsen Park at the background. So these boats are only about halfway down the harbour, where the big fellas are nearly at the turning marks.
Cyrene, Bill Henson from Western Australia, JPK 45. And we have 2 boats from WA, 4 from South Australia, 9 from Tasmania, 11 Victoria, 16 from Queensland, including a record entry of 5 boats from the Southport Yacht Club, including the 2 Maritimos, and 56 boats representing New South Wales. So all Australian states represented.
All game on here. Look at Tony Mutter's not giving any relief at all to Master Lock Comanche. They were well short of the ley line, so he's clamped back on Master Lock Comanche, not giving him an inch to breathe. Breathes a little bit lighter as they get up towards the turning marks. You can see bow down a little bit on Law Connect. Look at that spectator fleet in the background, keeping their distance. Coming across on port tack as alive, and in the background, the light blue hull of Zeus. Stu Bannatyne aboard Zeus. 8 times round the world he's been in the race, the Volvo Whitbread race. He's won 4 of them, and he was aboard alive last year. This time he's on Zeus.